sure I'm all prettied up and ready for you here. All right, welcome back to Shakedown Zone. Yes, we had the 2016 NASCAR Cup Banquet in Vegas this past weekend. And last year, we sent Jeff Gordon off into the sunset. I want to have him come back in the car for a few races this year for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Well, this year, we say goodbye to Smoke as a full-time Cup driver. He drove like a rock star to 3 championships. He had a rock star in Eddie Vedder introduce him at the banquet, and you know he's going to keep rocking as an owner. Let's hear from the 49-time Sprint Cup winner.
It's been a great journey, and you know, can't thank all the drivers. I loved all the comments. Carl, I hate to ruin the deal, but I'm actually going to have to go to a gym this winter because still drive race cars next year, and unfortunately, the ones I'm going to drive, the steering wheel's a lot closer, and I have to get this away from it. So I'm going to try to go to a gym, at least pull in the parking lot once in a while. But it's been fun. It's, from the time that Lauren and Harry Renier came to Eldora Speedway to watch me run a midget in '94, the first time, to now has definitely been a long time. But it's been an awesome journey. I mean, from racing go-karts with my father to joining Joe Gibbs Racing and now Stuart Haas Racing. 20 years with General Motors, Mobile One and Bass Pro Shops and Office Depots and Code 3 and Associates, and my friend at Rush Truck Centers, and Wiley X and Coca-Cola, who's been with me forever. It's just been one hell of a journey that's been a lot of fun, and I keep telling everybody this. Everybody keeps saying I'm retiring. I haven't retired from anything. I'm still going to be the same pain in the ass next year with all the NASCAR officials. I'm certain there's already a pool going on back there at the NASCAR officials table on what the over-under is for me getting called to the trailer as an owner. But it's just been unbelievable, and I've got to race with some of the greatest personalities and the greatest race car drivers in the world, and that's been a huge honor for me to come from Columbus, Indiana, and get a chance to do what we do every week. And I look forward to, I think Denny Hamlin said it the best when we were in a conversation about a month ago, and he said, we'll see you on the other side. And that's the way I've looked at this. It's going to be fun to come to the track next year, but without a helmet. Instead, I'll wear a headset, just a different role. So I'm still going to be racing, still having fun, and I'm still going to harass as many people every week as I can. And Kevin Delana, your rear ends are still in jeopardy every week. More so Delana's than Kevin's. Kevin doesn't work on his near as hard. And that's okay with me.
Great speech by Smoke on his way out. Now, Tony's retiring on the Cup side, and we had quite a surprise come out of Formula One this week. Newly crowned champ Nico Rosberg is retiring at the age of 31. What? Now, for his entire career, he's had a contentious relationship with his teammate Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes, his whole relationship with them. Now, he won 23 Formula One races, and he came to the teammates with Lewis Hamilton in 2013. He came in second to Hamilton the last 2 years. This year, he finally beat him, but I think he's just tired. Let's listen to what he had to say at his press conference.
It's been very, very tough also, because the last 2 years losing to Lewis were extremely difficult moments for me, which fueled my motivation in a way that I didn't even know was possible, to fight back and to achieve my dream finally. So this year, it was extremely tough because I put absolutely everything into it. I didn't leave a stone unturned from Austin last year, really, where I suffered a lot after that loss. And so I pushed like crazy in all directions, and along with all my, everybody who was involved, which is also my family, a lot of sacrifices. Even my wife, for example, at home, every time I was home, she understood that I needed to rest, so I never did any nights to take care of our little daughter, Never did any nights, never did any difficult things. She was always there to support, to make it as easy as possible. And that's just one example of the commitment we all put into it. And that's why I'm just not willing. I've achieved this childhood dream now, and I'm not willing to do that sort of commitment again for another year. And I'm not interested in coming fourth or whatever. I'm a fighter, and I want to win.
Now, it's a very weird situation that the 31-year-old finally groomed Nico Rosberg would retire After this one championship, he said he'd accomplished everything. He wanted to win a championship in Formula One like his dad did. Actually, the first thing he did when he got the trophy was go look up his father's name. So very weird. They're thinking that his relationship and the fights he was having with Lewis Hamilton, if you remember last week, we talked about how Hamilton was trying to slow up and trying to run him into the competitors. So they're thinking he just got worn out, his body's beaten up, and he may be expecting another child. So we will have to see. All right, coming up on Shakedown Zone, we head to Daytona to check out the Ferrari event that brought out a NASCAR legend to run a few laps in the pony. We'll have that and more on the Banquet when we come back on Shakedown Zone.